I have studied hundreds of self-made millionaires and top performers in their industries, and there is one thing that they all have in common. Literally one thing that separates successful people who achieve their goals from those who don't. And it can all be explained with marshmallows. There was a study done with a group of kids that were each given a marshmallow and told that if they didn't eat it, they'd get a second treat a little while later. Now obviously some just ate their marshmallow as soon as the researchers left the room, some tried to hold out but eventually gave in and ate it, and about a third of them actually held out and waited for the second treat. Now what's really interesting is that in a follow-up study many years later, that group of kids who'd actually held out and waited for the second treat not only had better test results, but were found to be more successful in pretty much every aspect of their life. And look, it is an old study, and you might be saying, well yeah, maybe they just didn't like marshmallows. But here's the thing, that underlying message that delayed gratification leads to success is evident in just about every successful person that you look at. So in other words, what success really comes down to is being self-disciplined and being able to have a more long-term focus. Seriously, it really is that simple, but that doesn't mean it's easy. In fact, it's particularly hard because it means giving up some of the things that we want right now. The good news though is that self-discipline can absolutely be learned and trained. In fact, every single time that you don't just make the easy choice, you're improving your self-discipline. So if you come home from work and instead of watching Netflix, you actually work on your business, or you don't go out for drinks, but you're staying focused on what actually matters most to you and is going to help build your future, well, that is building your self-discipline. And look, we've talked before that doesn't mean you should just work constantly. But one of my favorite quotes is that entrepreneurship is living a few years of your life like most people won't, so you can live the rest of your life like most people can't. And obviously it makes sense, you can't live an extraordinary life by doing the exact same things the average person does. If it was easy, everyone would do it. Be glad that it's hard because it means you have less competition. And so my message today is just to bear that in mind next time the people around you are making the easy choice. You have to ask yourself before you make a decision whether you want to win in the short term or the long term. I'll see you tomorrow.